Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars. Welcome to today's pick a card reading. For anybody who's new, my name is Cynthia and I'm going to read your cards today. Now before we begin with your reading, guys, I want to let you guys know that I'm kind of a little bit like congested, like I have somewhat of a cold. It's not a bad one, but I still feel a little bit under the weather. So I'm trying to make these readings shorter than usual, which I don't know if this is gonna work out. But if you wonder why the video is shorter, or I'm not, I'm not that fast with explaining, or I might be a little bit slower in explaining certain things, it's because I'm literally congested and I'm a little bit under the weather, just to let you guys know. But I totally feel fine, like don't worry about me. It's not like, oh Cynthia, go back into your bed, because I don't feel, I don't feel sick enough to lay in bed, but I also don't feel like healthy enough to kind of like jump around or scream and stuff like that, if that makes sense. So I'm a little bit more mellow than usual, just to let you guys know. So in today's pick a card reading, we're going to look at what you need to hear right now, okay? This is something that your spirit guides want you to hear right now in this very moment. Something that you are meant to hear, do, or even understand in this very moment as you click on this video. I'm also hearing divine timing, like what you need to hear right now or what you should know right now. Pick a card readings, they're just telling me, I don't know where I'm starting to channel while I do the intro, but they're telling me that what you should hear right now are messages that are in sync with divine timing. Okay, so there's something going on with divine timing. When you click on this video and you listen to these messages, they're somehow in sync with divine timing, meaning that it's kind of like when you look at a clock and it's 11:11 or 2:02. Where it's kind of like it is in sync. Anyway, so this is about what you need to hear right now, what you should know right now, what is important for you to focus on or be aware of at this point in time, okay? The next clip, you can choose between 3 objects, okay? Because I don't know, I want to switch it up a little bit. Usually I use images, but I feel like using stones and like seashells and stuff like that. So you can choose between 3 objects. If you feel super duper indecisive, just go on Google, find a number generator, pray to your spirit guides to guide you to the message that you need to hear right now, and the number generator will spit out a number. But again, I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to pop in and then pop out, okay, to get a rest and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm going to see your reading, guys, and we're going to look at what you need to hear right now, okay? beautiful pile number 1. Why am I thinking 1? Okay, so you chose this beautiful seashell here, and we're going to look at what you need to hear right now. I'm going to channel the energy first as usual. Okay, and then I'm going to show you the cards here and there, so give me a moment here, guys. I want to tap in. Your spirit guides want to prepare you for something. So what you need to hear right now is that you are being prepared right now for a big adventure or a big journey in your life or a big event. Okay, I'm hearing you are being prepared, or what you are going through right now is preparing you for, it's kind of like when I'm being brought to singers where they practice on a stage before they go on a world tour. So I'm being brought to preparation energy here. Okay, I'm hearing you are being prepared for the good and the bad. Or now don't worry, okay? I don't want you, I'm also hearing your spirit guides don't want you to worry, but they want you to get prepared for certain things that might happen, or that you are prepared for every scenario. It's kind of like what happens with you right now. If you're wondering what is going on, what is the energy all about, what are the signs all about, why is this all happening to me, it's preparation. Okay, so it's kind of like, if I could describe the energy for me, this feels like you go out and you have a date. Okay, I'm just going to give an example, and it could mean different things for you in your life. But just imagine you go on a date and you eat something that stains your t-shirt, and then you're like, oh man, you know, the next time I'm going to put an extra t-shirt in my bag in case I eat something that is going to stain my t-shirt. Does that make sense? So you learn from that situation, and then you are prepared for the next time so that you know how to handle the situation the next time. Okay, so if you feel like you have been going through some weird energy, it's kind of like the universe is preparing you for everything that could happen and for things that are definitely going to happen. I'm being brought to singers and stuff like that that are, you know, already preparing themselves for the world tour. Okay, so that means that they prepare everything. They're checking how's the sound with the guitar, you know, the volume up and the volume down. Is the microphone properly adjusted, or can we change the lights? How is the light, you know, the angle of the light, how is it making me look for, you know, the world tour or for your concerts, you know? So this is an energy of like, you are definitely being prepared for an adventure, a journey, or for a major life change in your life. Okay, so everything that you're going through right now, all the lessons that you learn right now, they are preparing you for a big journey. Okay, so this could be an energy where, just for example, you want to work abroad or live abroad, and you wanting to go and live abroad also means that you need to know how to function when nobody's with you. Because, for example, you don't have nobody that is going to come with you abroad. Okay, so this is just an example, again, applied how it fits in your life right now. But just imagine you want to go abroad, and when you go abroad, like, there's so many beautiful things that come out of this. You are, you know, manifesting your dreams. You always wanted to work abroad or live abroad. So there's a lot of positive energy coming with that, and a lot of like fulfillment. But what also might come with it is like loneliness or feeling overwhelmed. So the universe is already, or your spirit guides are already putting you in certain situations where you feel lonely or where you feel overwhelmed, not because, you know, they don't want you to be happy. They want you to already figure out, how do I deal with loneliness? How do I deal with me being overwhelmed? So they're already putting you in certain places so that you are prepared. Like, oh, I already know what to do when I'm alone. I already know what to do when I'm overwhelmed. Everything that you're going through right now is preparing you for things that again could possibly happen, so that it's almost as an energy of like as if you are prepared for everything. Okay, so there might even be an energy where you're not going to deal with loneliness when you go overseas, but there is a possibility that there could be like maybe like 2 or 3 weeks where you're facing loneliness. So this is an energy where everything that happens with you right now, everything that you experience right now is preparing you for the next level. It is preparing you. It's kind of like, you know, again, when you practice in front of like a small group of people, so that you are ready for a big group of people, or that you already practice loneliness on a small scale, kind of like, oh, I thought I could rely on this person, but I cannot, so here I am by myself. Okay, it could just be like somebody cancels on you on a certain, you know, you guys wanted to meet, you were relying on this person's help, but they cancel, just an example. So you're like, okay, well, now I have to do this on my own. And it's kind of like an inconvenience. Hold on, guys. So it's somewhat of an inconvenience, but it is preparing you for maybe an inconvenience that is larger or bigger. So, for example, when you then go abroad, when you then travel abroad or go abroad, and somebody is not giving you the help that you thought, that you know how to rely on yourself. Does that make sense? Or that you know what to do? Like, oh, usually when I get overwhelmed, I lose my nerves and stuff like that. But I learned that every time I pray, I feel better. So the universe is placing you in situations where you feel overwhelmed, so that you learn that praying helps you in that situation. So when something bigger, when you have bigger challenges, or when you have bigger, I'm hearing when you have bigger fish to fry, okay, when there's like the situation that you're going through right now is on a bigger or larger scale, that you already know what to do. So they're basically teaching you to be prepared for everything that comes with a wish of yours manifesting, or that comes with a journey that you want to go on. Okay, because I don't know, I feel like you guys have this wanderlust. For some of you guys, you want a completely new life, or I'm hearing you want to walk a different life path. Oh, I'm hearing life path. That's interesting. Okay. Something about that you could be somebody, you are very convinced of where you want to go, or you already have like your dream country, or your dream job, or your dream something, where you already know, this is what I want to experience, or this is what I want to do with my life. Okay, when energy, yeah, I definitely feel like you already know in which direction you want to go, or you have like a glimpse of where you want to go, even if you don't know how you're going to get there. But you maybe want to live a life full of peace, or you want to live a life full of adventures and stuff like that. So the universe is basically preparing you for what you have asked for you traveling, for you meeting new people, for you meeting your true love and your future spouse, for you to manifest this big amount of money, for you to finally find or create your dream job. So they're basically preparing you for everything that comes with what you are asking for, or the path that you're gonna walk. Okay, because your spirit guides, I'm also hearing your spirit guides already know in which direction you're gonna go, because they know your heart, already know what kind of challenges could possibly pop up. Okay, so they're basically already preparing you. If you felt like there was a lot of hard things, or I'm being brought to like somebody who has to like jump over hurdles. If you felt like there were a lot of hurdles in your life and you had to jump over one hurdle after the other, or one inconvenience after the other, or something along those lines, this is basically training you that you know how to deal with hurdles, you know how to deal with challenges, you know how to deal with unreliable people, you know how to trust yourself, you know how to trust your intuition, you know what to do when you feel overwhelmed, you know what not to do when you feel overwhelmed. Does that make sense? So that you have every tool that you need in order to go on this journey. For some of you guys, this might even be something that you are not aware of. You don't even know that you're gonna live elsewhere, or you don't even know like where your journey is taking you. Okay, for some of you guys, you think that you know, I'm also hearing you think that your destiny is small, but it's actually big, or what is about to come to you is bigger than you think. Or kind of like where you think, oh, I'm just gonna go abroad or work abroad, but there's some type of like huge change in your destiny where you end up, instead of working in one company, you end up working in another company, and it's somehow connected to a major life change in your life. Does that make sense? Or there's something about like that I'm also hearing that you understand the dangers of a journey, or that you understand how to master certain problems and challenges. So you're basically, what is happening with you right now is you are becoming the master of your own mind or your own emotions, or where you gracefully learn how to become a master of challenges, where it is easy for you to overcome challenges, or where it's easy for you to find a solution. Okay. So that's why they're letting you go through certain things. It's a training. They're training you right now. They are preparing you right now, okay, for whatever you have been asking for. Now, another thing that I'm picking up here, yeah, I'm also hearing the train is about to leave. Okay. So what your spirit guides want you to know, because we have the card here, the 𝘥𝑬𝑡𝐴𝑘𝑒, I cannot pronounce that, and the priestess of time. The time has come, the time to act is now. Okay, the time to act is now. For me, feels like your spirit guides are telling you that it's almost this energy where the departure of that train is already announced. It's kind of like the train is leaving in 1 hour. That's what it feels like energetically, as if the train for you to go on an adventure leaves in 1 hour. So you already hear the announcement. The train is leaving in 1 hour. And the way you experience that is you maybe feel unsettled, or you maybe feel very misplaced where you're at. Or you maybe feel like there's something unfamiliar in the air. There's unfamiliar feelings within you. Okay. That is announcing that there's a big major life change about to happen in your life. So your spirit guides are basically preparing you. They're telling you, did you check your suitcase? Do you already have everything? Is there anything that you need from a grocery store before you walk to the train, okay? Before the departure is happening. This is what is happening energetically, okay? Now the card also says the time has come. The time has come. It's time to act now. So your spirit guides want you to take action right now. Okay, we're gonna look at what exactly they mean by that, but they're telling you the time has come for something to manifest, or the time has come for you to really put your 100%, put all your effort, all your energy into something, where it almost feels like, I talked about that in the intro where I said it's divine timing. So you starting or continuing or finishing a project, a thought, an idea, the time has come for you to either start, continue, or finish. Okay, the time has come for you to walk this path. Again, we're going to look at what exactly they mean with the time has come, what they want you to do in specific, okay? We also have the card here, I am reborn. This is what it feels like to me. You are at the brink of a new life, okay? You are at the brink of a new life, and I don't know what exactly this means. Now, when I say a new life, this could just mean that there's a new experience introduced to you that changes the way you look at the world, or a new person's being introduced into your life that changes your time schedule, or a new ideas being introduced to you that changes like your career path, or a new opportunities being introduced to you that makes you end up in a different country, in a different city. Does that make sense? This is the energy that I pick up here. I am reborn. Okay. We also have the angel of faith here. we have the angel of belief. Okay. And then we have the angels of the universe. Okay. It could be an energy where right now you feel like your faith is being tested. Okay. You could feel the energy of like your faith is being tested. Okay. But I'm hearing your faith being tested is all part of the testimony that you will be spreading in the future. So your journey, this adventure is about a testimony, okay? You know how people in church have a testimony, or people in the spiritual community have a testimony, or people in the law of attraction community have a testimony. What you're going through right now is part of a testimony. You will have a testimony. Your faith is being tested so that you have a testimony for people that were at the same place as you. It could be one person, okay, that you're going to help to overcome or manifest something, or it could be multiple people that you're going to help, okay? Or it could be like a group of people, you know, like your new friends or your lover, you know, your future spouse that is about to come into your life. Something about what you're going through right now is part of a testimony that you will share with other people. And it was your purpose, or it is your purpose, to share a particular testimony with people, which is the reason why you go through a test of faith, okay? So that you can tell people, hey, I've been where you're at. And that's what happened to me. You're meant to somehow share your story with people in the future. Okay, it's somehow connected to your purpose. When I was laying out your cards, I have been seeing repeating numbers. Okay, so I keep seeing 333 here. You could have seen the angel number 333. And I'm also seeing the angel number 3535, which is interesting. Okay. So before I started your reading, because I'm nosy, I was like, what is the angel number 3535 about? Okay. So I'm going to read out to you what the angel number is about. Angel number 3535 is a warning that you need to protect your energy and stay away from negative people who can bring you down. You are a sensitive person with a good heart, and because of this, people will try to take advantage of your kindness. You are undergoing major transformation now, and people may not like the new, improved you. And this is exactly what I have been seeing in these cards. It is so incredibly crazy how everything is in alignment. Okay, because I have been seeing that. If you look at this card, we're going to look at the cards together, okay? I don't know, maybe some of you guys, I feel like for somebody here, you're meant to become a tarot reader, because I was about to say like, you know, let's look at the cards together and see, you know, the symbols and stuff like that. So maybe somehow your purpose could also be connected to that somebody here that is watching me is supposed to be a tarot reader, or you're supposed to be some type of psychic that is spreading, you know, God's magic or God's love or God's truth. Okay, not for everybody. So when I was looking at this card, for me this felt like an upgrade, right? It's kind of like going a level higher or upgrading. Okay, that's what it felt like. And then this little explanation for the angel number 3535 was talking about not everybody is going to like the new, improved you. And isn't it interesting how the card I Am Reborn came out here? Okay, and then we also have the card here, the Five of Wands, which is usually a person that doesn't agree with you or feels triggered by you. Okay, so your spirit guides want you to know that you are probably without, it's just your, I'm hearing it's just your existence or your testimony is gonna trigger people. Okay, so this major life change that is about to happen in your life, or that already has happened, or you are in the midst of like all these changes and all these manifestations and all these energies, somehow you trigger people. Okay, So I'm picking up an energy where your faith and your belief triggers people. I don't know why. For me, this feels like an energy where your spirit guides want you to know that not everybody is going to agree with you upon your journey, okay? And some people might even feel triggered by you. Some people might even feel triggered by you because of your belief system or because of your faith, because it almost feels like as if your testimony or as if your belief, as if your spirituality is threatening, or they perceive your existence or your belief or your faith as threatening to everything that they believe in. Of course, a person who is anchored in what they believe in, they do not get swayed, or they don't feel threatened by another person's, like, I can believe in, like, I don't know, like the world is round, and you can believe in the world is flat, and there doesn't have to be any disagreements. We can just be like, okay, this is what I believe in according to what I've witnessed, according to what I've experienced. This is just what God or the universe has blessed me to witness. So my belief comes from everything that I've experienced and everything that has happened in front of my eyes. And then the other person might be like, well, what you have witnessed with your eyes, I have not witnessed it, so therefore I don't believe in it. So I pick up an energy where your spirit guides want you to know, this could be something that you're going through right now, or it could be something in the future. They want you to prepare you for people that feel triggered by you, or people that want to challenge you, because I pick up an energy where somebody wants to, how can I explain that energy? Give me a moment to gather my thoughts. We have the card here, compliments from an admirer. Okay, so we have compliments from an admirer. We also have crown, honor and respect will come to you. So there's something about compliments from an admirer. For me, feels like somebody feels triggered or jealous that you get so much love, or that you, again, for some of you guys, you're gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's nothing happening like that. But it's almost as if you're gonna maybe become friends with a really cool person, or your man, your woman, your husband, or your future wife is going to love you with all their heart, and people are going to get jealous of your relationship. Or for example, your husband or your wife is going to become very successful in the future, or somehow you're going to give birth to a very intelligent child. It doesn't matter what it is, but it feels like this blessing that is coming to you, this honor and respect that is coming to you, this admiration that you get from another person, or that you get from multiple people, is already triggering or will be triggering people around you. Okay, people will be feeling triggered by the love that you receive, or by the opportunities that you receive, or by everything that you manifested. Okay, they will be triggered by the testimony where you say, I prayed for it, it took a while, but God heard my prayers. This could be an energy where people, especially, I feel like an energy where like two ideologies or two beliefs clash. Okay, but it almost feels like these people, they get triggered because maybe they feel like their prayer has not been heard. So if their prayer has not been heard, they're questioning, why is pile number one getting blessed by God and I am not? Does that make sense? So instead of talking to you and asking you, hey, I have some questions, or maybe even instead of asking God or the universe or asking their spirit guides, they start to become very salty. Okay, so there's something going on where people will feel like you're so incredibly blessed, and they don't understand why you receive all these blessings, why you receive this opportunity, why you found the perfect man, the perfect woman for you, why you were blessed with, I don't know, having twins or whatever. And what your spirit guides want you to know is, it is very important for you that you learn about protecting your energy, or that you learn about how to stand your ground. Okay, because I'm hearing these people are, in case you are into meditation, these people are going to attack your crown chakra. I'm hearing like it's almost this energy where people are, when you say, for example, I believe in God and I have been praying to God and God listened to my prayers. It took 1 year, it took 2 years, but eventually it happened and I didn't give up. I didn't give up my faith. Okay, again, there might be an energy where other people are religious like you, but they feel like, why are you getting blessed by God? So they kind of have like, how do you say that? They kind of feel betrayed by God, or they feel betrayed by the universe, or they feel betrayed by their spirit guides and stuff like that. There's something going on where people are going to get triggered, and your spirit guides again want you to be prepared for that, and they want you to know how to protect yourself from negative energy. I'm hearing these people will try to attack your faith and your belief or your crown chakra, meaning they will send a lot of negative energy towards your head or towards your belief. Okay, maybe there's like people that don't agree with your belief system, but the funny thing is what you believe in works for you. Does that make sense? So it's not like how can I say that? It's kind of like people are gonna get triggered that what you say is right, or that your words were right when you maybe gave them an advice, or they get triggered by that something works for you and it doesn't work for them. So it's kind of like this energy where they want to know your weak spot. Okay, these are people that want to know your weak spot. Okay, these people will try to know your weak spot, and they will try, or they will see where your strength comes from and they will try to attack your strength. So if your strength has always been your belief in God and your faith and stuff like that, they would try to attack your crown chakra, or they would try to attack your mental health. Okay, they would try to kind of like plant seeds of doubt in your mind without you even noticing it. That is slowly but surely supposed to destroy your faith and destroy your belief and make you feel very disconnected from God. So your spirit guides want you to know that this could be the reason why you maybe feel some type of way right now in this very moment. You're definitely the target for certain people that feel very, very triggered by the recognition or the respect or the honor. It's kind of like as if people perceive you as God's favorite child, or they perceive you as the universe only loves you, or God only loves you, or God is about to shower you with so many blessings. Even if you tell me there's no blessing in my life right now, your spirit guides want you to know this is going to happen in the future, and they want you to learn about how to protect yourself. Okay, so they want you to research, how do I protect myself from negative energy? How do I protect my crown chakra? Okay, how do I protect my soul and my spirit? Okay, they definitely want you to learn everything that you need to know about psychic protection. There's an energy where your spirit guides, what you need to hear right now is they want you to learn everything about protection. Okay, I'm also hearing living proof there's a God if you need a reason. Okay, I'm also hearing this energy of the challenging energy that I pick up here is, I'm going to give an example. I'm into rap music. Okay, but you can again just have a different example in your mind, and it doesn't actually matter. I'm just describing the energy. So for example, you know Eminem, right? Eminem, people praise him, people love him, and people call him the rap god, or that he's one of the best rappers that has ever existed, right? And there are certain people that get so triggered by that. For example, The Game. I don't know if you guys are, familiar, but I think you guys already, know, like, even if you don't listen to rap, you know these names. So The Game was bringing out a diss track against Eminem because he was like, you're not the rap god, like you're not even good at rapping and stuff like that. So the praise and all the respect that Eminem received, also it's kind of like this praise, like blessings don't just come with a good time, they also come with people that get triggered. Blessings never just come with peace and love and light, because not everybody can handle that peace and love and light, because they're more used to the shadow energy. So when they see light, they perceive the light as danger because all they know is shadow energy. Does that make sense? So they want you to know that as you're receiving this blessing, Or maybe that is also the reason why your blessing has not yet manifested fully 1000% in your life, because you are learning everything that you need to learn about it, okay? Or you need to know everything, like where certain people need to get exposed, and you also need to learn, for example, how to use black salt, Himalayan salt, and stuff like that, because there's an energy, because I'm picking up this attack is this attack or this negative energy is trying to destroy your belief in your faith. Okay, so it's more so spiritual. It's not necessarily where people want to attack your confidence, or they want to attack your finances and stuff like that. What they want to attack is that you stop believing, okay? These are like people, they know that this is so weird, because I feel like these people know that because you believe and because you're so connected to God and because you pray, okay, because you have so much faith, is the reason why there's so many things manifesting in your life. So they're trying to somehow create scenarios or talk you. I'm also hearing they're trying to kind of like push their belief system onto you. Does that make sense? There's an energy where somebody's trying to push their belief system onto you, but them putting their belief system onto you kind of like makes you disconnected from your truth. It's kind of like they think that their way is the only way to live and practice your religion, practice your faith. So they're probably, maybe for example, telling you stop putting on candles, you know, or they might be saying, you know, like it's not allowed to put on candles and stuff like that. But do you know what I mean? So they might be like, oh, this candle smells bad, you know, when they enter your home. But in actuality, this candle is very powerful. This is how you connect to God, or this is how you banish negative energy. So when you start to listen to these people telling you that candle magic doesn't work, or this candle smells bad, and you stop putting on this candle, it's kind of like you lose your magic, or you lose your connection to God, because that's how you connect to God. There's an energy where people want to, you know, put their agenda onto you. I don't know, this could be like family members, this could be, I don't know, friends, family and stuff like that, where this is such a weird paradox, because on one hand they know there must be some truth to what you say or how you live or how you walk upon planet Earth, because the blessings that are about to come in your life or that already have shown up are evidence. There are evidence that you are truly connected to God, that you are truly connected to your spirit guides, okay, that you are practicing your faith with a pure heart, okay, or else these blessings would not even come to you. But at the same time, it is clashing with their belief system, so it is really hard for them to digest somebody who walks upon planet Earth differently. It's like it always has been this way, and all of a sudden there's a person that does something completely different, and look what magic happens in this person's life. Okay, so they're starting to question everything that they believe in and everything that they've been taught. So you are somewhat of a danger to these people and their foundation, to their foundation of their belief system. Okay, it's kind of like people that don't believe in the law of attraction until they see that it works for you. But them starting to accept that the law of attraction is real would mean that they would have to question a lot of things that have happened in their life. It's a wake-up call, okay? You are going to be a walking wake-up call, you're going to be a walking wake-up call with your testimony. For some of you guys, it already has happened. For others of you, it is about to happen. And they want you to know, it's this energy of when we come back to the Bible, this has been repeating itself over and over again in human history, right? Where when we even look at religion, where you know, I would also recommend for you guys to watch, what was that one? It's a Disney movie. I think it is called Moses, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's called Moses. Okay. Because I'm being brought to, this is weird, but I'm gonna say it, okay? I feel like you have such a deep connection to God and the universe that it triggers people. Now listen to me. I wanted this reading to be shorter, but look at me. Okay, so I'm being brought to Jesus, right? Where Jesus had a testimony. I've seen God. God taught me this. God taught me that. And there were certain people that believed Jesus and what he's seen and what he has been, wow. They have been, because there's something going on here. Anyway, so certain people believed Jesus. They were like, man, I want to experience the same thing. Show me how you connect to God. Show me the way, or show me how it works, you know. And then there were other people that said, oh, Jesus is just, you know, pretending. He's just an actor. So they were against him. Like, and there's this energy where even where, I don't know in which particular religion it is, and I don't want to be insensitive or anything, so I could be talking bullshit, but I'm trying to bring a point across. So if you feel like I'm not properly, you know, explaining something, definitely research everything, okay, to come to your own conclusion. But I'm picking up an energy where Moses was parting the sea, or where I think in a different religion there was somebody parting the moon in front of people. It's kind of like, if you are a child of God, show us that you are a child of God. And then Jesus or Moses is parting the sea, or Jesus is turning water into wine, or this other prophet is, you know, how do you say that, is parting the moon. So it's kind of like you wanted to see magic, you wanted to see that I'm connected to God, but now that it happens, the testimony, all of a sudden they start to call you, or like that's where people in religion started to call these people a witch, a wizard, somebody that cannot be trusted, although it was God's magic. But all of a sudden things got, you know, like turned around, where these people, instead of seeing, oh, this person is connected to God, because why do we see miracles and magical things as something that comes from an evil energy? That doesn't make any sense. There's something about like where things are upside down a lot when it comes to planet Earth, where the good things are abnormal, or miracles are abnormal, or God's magic is abnormal and is not accepted. But a lot of things that are really not in alignment with what you could call God or the universe or the Holy Spirit is, you know, is accepted as normal. Does that make sense? So there's an energy where I feel like an energy of you're gonna be a walking testimony, or you're gonna be a walking trigger to people. You are like, I'm also hearing it is actually, it is your purpose. It is your purpose to walk upon planet Earth and be a testimony for the people that are here to listen and to learn. And then for other people, you're going to be a trigger. They're going to be very triggered by you. They're going to try to change you. They're going to try to change your belief system. They're going to try to change you because they see you as a threat. So when you stop being who you are and you start being how they are, they're going to feel less of a threat when you are around them. Does that make sense? So your spirit guides want you to know this is the reason why you're going through what you are going through, or this might happen in the future. Because we have the card here, wealth. Okay, we have the card here, wealth. We have honor and respect will come to you. It's kind of like somebody that is getting crowned, you know, a king or a queen that is getting crowned. Not everybody in the audience or not everybody in the kingdom is gonna love you, is gonna like you. Okay, some people are gonna be jealous of you, that you have been chosen, or that the power was given to you. Okay, although if they would ask the right questions, they would find out that all they need for power and all they need for blessings to come to them is a pure heart and a little bit of shadow work. Okay, so there's an energy where your spirit guides want you to increase your efforts, especially when it comes to protecting yourself. So I'm picking up an energy where they want you to have a regular practice of praying for protection, or they want you to add protection to you. May that be a new bracelet, a new chain, some decor in your house and in your room that is for protection. They're also telling me that it's kind of like where I'm being brought to salt. So your spirit guides want you to work with Himalayan salt, with black salt. Again, go and research and figure out what is most mostly in alignment with you. For some of you guys, you're going to feel very drawn to wearing a black bracelet. For others of you, you're going to feel drawn to put a lot of rose quartz crystals in your home, but you definitely need to know how to protect your mental health and how to protect your crown chakra. For a lot of you guys, your spirit guides want you to listen to crown chakra music, or that it is a must for you to listen to crown chakra music every day, or to say a protection mantra every day. I'm also looking for some of you guys to even, again, take it with a grain of salt, I'm just a tarot reader, okay, but I'm hearing for some of you guys to get a tattoo of a protection symbol, because then it's always going to be with you. For others of you, I'm being brought to like little bottles of salt that you put in your bag, okay? So wherever you go, you need protection, not just in your home, but also when you're traveling, okay? It's this energy of like you need spiritual protection wherever you go. May that be a stone that is protecting you. May that even be like you write something on a piece of paper. You write your prayer on a piece of paper and you put it in your bag, the bag that you always use to go out. Or, you know, you have, again, like salt, little, it doesn't matter. It's like, listen to your heart when it comes to what do you want to do to protect yourself. For some of you guys, it's about like maybe putting on a candle for protection. Maybe you want to work with white, the color white. Others of you want to work with the color purple for protection, okay? So to just listen to your heart when it comes to what do I need to do in order to protect myself or even to protect my family. I'm picking up an energy where to write, you know, like a prayer or a protection mantra, or to cast a protection spell also onto your family members, okay, before this huge blessing is coming to you, so that everybody is spiritually protected, okay? Because again, you're gonna step on people's foot with your testimony, with something that is manifesting in your life, with your journey, with your life story that you're gonna share with people. Okay, they're going to feel like what your whole existence is threatening how they live their life. All of a sudden, they have to ask themselves certain questions that they're scared to ask themselves. What do I actually believe in? They believed in something for years, and all of a sudden, you come up and you bring this testimony, and you live your life so differently. And all of a sudden, they're questioning themselves. How have I been living my life? What have I been doing wrong? Okay, and these are valid questions, but some people cannot handle the truth. Some people run away from the truth, okay? Because you are actually here. Part of your purpose is to trigger people, okay? You are meant to trigger people to go in the right direction, okay? Like a real friend or a real spirit guide would tell you that you're going in the wrong direction, okay? You know, like you could let this person continue to walk in the wrong direction, just because you want them to feel good. But that's not what a real friend does. A real friend says, hey, I think you're walking in the wrong direction. Of course, you have free will, do whatever you want, but I think in the direction that you're going into, I think you're not gonna find what you're looking for. Does that make sense? So this is an energy where your spirit guides, I'm also hearing there's something about your purpose where you are supposed to trigger people. You're supposed to make people think, okay? You're supposed to be a walking testimony, kind of like Jesus and Buddha and stuff like that, okay? There's an energy where the universe or your spirit guides or the spirit realm, God, wants to bring the truth to humanity. Okay, and it starts with one person after the other, to spread the truth. So you are here to spread the truth. Okay, but again, some people are going to be like, finally, I always felt like something was wrong. Finally, pie number one is coming into my life and telling me everything that I need to know. Like, it feels so good to hear the truth. And other people are like, nah, I want to stay asleep. I want to live my lie. You know, like I want to continue to live my life because I'm not yet ready, okay? I'm not yet ready to have this knowledge or to change my life. Or it's kind of like, you know, the system that is built upon planet Earth, your whole existence, you're somehow challenging people to question themselves. And these are questions that their spirit guides want them to ask themselves, but they are refusing, okay? It's an energy where a lot of stubborn people, okay, are gonna be very triggered by you. Okay, because I'm picking up an energy of like the law of attraction, the law of, I'm also hearing the 12 laws of the universe, because we have involvement with the law here. Okay, something about involvement with the law for me feels like the 7, I'm hearing the 7 hermetic laws or the 12 laws of the universe, something about where the truth about how the universe works, or the truth about energy. There's something about you're gonna spread a truth with your testimony, with something that is gonna happen in your life. Okay, you're here to bring people back their faith and bring people back their belief with your life story. Okay, again, which is the reason why your faith is being tested, because this is not about like, oh, it was so easy for me, or my path was so easy. Okay, your spirit guides, they want you to speak to the people that have a hard time. Okay, so you're going to be somewhat of a messenger of God or the universe, okay, or a messenger of love, a messenger of faith, a messenger of belief, okay, so that you help other people, and these people help other people, and these people help other people. It's a chain reaction, okay, and it is beautiful. Yeah, so for some of you guys, there's a big how do you say that, a big opportunity coming to you, a big person, a cool friend. There's something very exciting coming your way, but everything that you're going through right now is somehow protecting you or helping you to understand certain things that you were not prepared for. It's like people are not prepared for. It's like you're just here living your life, you're just here being true to yourself, and you don't even think about triggering other people, but that comes with you being yourself unapologetically. Does that make sense? For others of you, your spirit guides are helping you to know how to work with these energies or know how to deal with them, okay? Because you might get people that want to challenge you, they want to challenge your belief. I'm also hearing when you win, or this is so weird, but I'm hearing like when you win, or when this blessing is coming to you, or when what you said is proven to be right, it means devastation for them. But it's only devastating a lie, okay? They're holding on to a lie, or they're holding on to an old way of living. They're holding on to an old way of doing something, okay? And we live in a new energy, we live in new times. I'm also hearing for some of you guys, these people are holding on to a new way of living, and you're bringing back the ancient way of living, okay? Something about where you bring back traditions from your culture for some of you guys, okay? Or you bring back traditions from like ancient times that have been forgotten in the technology age, but they're significant. And it's not about like ancient is better than technology or technology is better than ancient. What is actually important is that ancient energy merges with technology. That's how we get to a place of peace, right? When these people would just agree to disagree or coexist with each other without trying to push their agenda onto the other person, maybe there could be something beautiful happening when these two energies are merging. Okay, because even in ancient times they used highly advanced technology, so it's not like, oh, we only need the old times back, or we only need the ancient knowledge. We also need the new digital age. Okay, there's something also about, I'm also hearing the times that we live in right now. Your reading is very bonkers, but the times that we live in right now, it's kind of like we are no longer in the ancient times, and we're not yet in the completely digital age. So when it comes to the timeline of human history, we are somewhat of in a transition energy. Does that make sense? So when it comes to the human history or the human timeline, we are in a transition energy, okay, where there's a lot of new things being developed, but at the same time there's also a lot of ancient stuff that is being forgotten. So you might be here either to show a new way to people or to bring back ancient energy, okay, because only then there's balance upon planet Earth. When technology means ancient energy or meets tradition, only then there can be balance, because technology is not inherently bad, and ancient energy is also not inherently primitive, okay? It's just the way you look at it, and when you bring it together, there's like magic happening, okay? but I want to see what the time to act is now, what your spirit guides, what this is about. What is the time to act is now? What is this about? What is pile number 1 supposed to do right now? Oh yeah, another thing is what I'm hearing is they also want you to practice as much spirituality as possible, okay? Because again, there's certain people that want to disconnect you from your faith, from your religion, from the way you practice your religion, okay? The way you practice your faith. They want to somehow, you know, put their agenda onto you, okay? Or it could happen in the future, and they want you to practice as much of your spirituality, praying, lighting candles and stuff like that, so that you to put your best foot forward when it comes to being connected to the universe and being connected to God as much as possible. And if you feel a slight energy of feeling disconnected because of the hustle and bustle, and because you worked 8 hours and you feel like so disconnected, or you feel like challenged, to always kind of like to have like a solid practice of connecting to your spirit guides. You know, every day you put on a blue candle, you put on a purple candle, and you just say out your prayers. Something about like this has to happen daily now, because you're going to a new level where it's kind of like where you go to a new level, and it's not only, you can not only do it just once a week, it has to happen daily or every other day, or where you have to meditate every other day because you go to a new level, okay? And it's like a new level. I'm hearing new level, new devils, different level, different devils, or something along those lines, okay? So you didn't have to deal with people being triggered by you before, but now there's a lot of people that are triggered by you, which are gonna send energetic waves to you, okay? It's kind of like waves that they're sending to you, okay? So that means that your waves of your spirituality and your faith also have to become stronger, okay? Like this new level requires for you to practice more spirituality, to practice more of your faith, to pray more, meditate more, to protect yourself more, to do more rituals, to maybe read more in, you know, holy scriptures, or something about to practice your faith more, or dive even deeper into your spirituality and your faith than you have before. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands here. This is why I cannot do short readings. It is not possible. It's like the universe is working through you to show people something, okay? And as much as it is beautiful, I'm also hearing somebody here could be the life path number 33, okay? I'm seeing the life path number 3, 5, 2, 1, and 33 is what I'm picking up here. It doesn't have to be a life path number, but it could be. While it is something very honorable, right? It's very honorable to kind of like be a messenger of faith, of love, of God, or, you know, like where you bring back people's belief in true love because it happened to you. So you spread how you met your husband and stuff like that, how you met your wife, or that you bring back certain traditions that have been forgotten. It's very honorable, but it also comes with a lot of, like, you have to be strong for this journey, or you have to be strong, like Jesus had to be strong, all these other prophets had to be strong, all these people that wanted to bring peace upon planet Earth, they had to be strong, okay? Because they will, or people like that will face opposition, or they will face people that want to challenge them, okay? Because they didn't quite get what it is all about. It's all about truth. It's not about power. It's not about money. It's not about who's better than who. What this all is really about is truth, okay? I'm also hearing the song, Who Loves the Sun? In the song, he also says, it's not even about love. It's about the truth. So the universe chose you to bring truth, okay? And truth sometimes hurts, it triggers, but it is important. Like, you are supposed to bring truth upon planet Earth, okay? So people didn't understand. They didn't understand what it is all about. This is not about you being the special one or the most blessed one. It's about truth. The core of all of that is just the truth, okay? That you are sharing, this has happened to me, so I share what has happened to me. I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm just living how I am. And there's going to be people that are going to feel like your story is really interesting because I always felt like something was off or something was different. So you're going to speak to certain souls and certain people, okay? You were supposed to bring clarity to them, okay? So it's not about like who's better and who's this and who is that and who's more blessed and who's more connected. It's about, this is what has happened to me and that's all I do. I'm just being truthful to what I've witnessed with my eyes, what has happened to me, okay? Let me see, the time has come. The time to act is now. What is this about? Opala. Okay. These are too many cards. One more, yeah. Like a big adventure is around the corner for you guys is what I'm picking up here. Look at that, the Hierophant. Okay, the time to act is now. What is this about? Yeah, I'm hearing the time. Yeah, look at that, the 10 of Wands. The time, there's something about the universe wants you to complete something, okay? So there's something about, I'm hearing finish what you've started, complete something. I don't know what this is, okay? Something about, because we also have increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So something about increase your efforts when it comes to your spirituality, your protection, when it comes to meditating. Again, especially your crown chakra has to be somewhat protected, or you need to listen to crown chakra music here. Root and crown chakra, which is like, you know, like the root and then the crown. Let me get one more. What is the time to act now about? Yeah, we have the Page of Swords. I'm picking up an energy here. Again, your spirit guides want you to finish something that you've started. Okay. I also feel an energy where you started something and then you stopped because doubt came to you. And I'm hearing this was not only you doubting, but this was also people were scared that if you continue your path, that you succeed. And if you succeed, it's gonna be a big, slap in the face for them. Because it's contradicting what they believe in. I don't know how to explain it, okay? So for some of you guys, you started something and you stopped. Because you started to doubt yourself, or because you started to doubt yourself, and your spirit guides want you to finish what you've started or to get back to what you've done before you doubted yourself. They're asking you, what would you do if you didn't doubt yourself? Okay, what would you do if your faith in God and the universe is unshakable? What would you do? How would you act? Okay, how would you act if you were not scared and you were not fearful? And they want you to, whatever your answer to that question is, they want you to finish it. Okay, I'm hearing 30 days. Okay, I'm hearing 30 days. I'm hearing 4 weeks. I'm hearing 2 months. Something about they want you to start something and practice it daily, or do it daily and finish it. Like a 30-day challenge, or I don't know, like a 2-week challenge or an experiment, okay? They could be also asking you to experiment with different things to figure out the truth of the matter, or to figure out what works for you. What this is about, this is going to be a super long reading, but this is so important that I tell you guys about that, because the next chapter in your life is gonna be wild, or there's gonna be a lot coming to you here. What is the time to act now about? Look at that, we have Saturn. It says wisdom, discipline, you see. So your spirit guides want you to work on your discipline, okay? They want you to work on, look at that, it also says tests. They want you to stay disciplined and stay ambitious, or again, to start what you finished to finish what you've started, or to get back to something that you started and then you stopped because you started to doubt yourself, or because you started to feel conflicted, or because somebody told you that it is not working. So for some of you guys, I'm picking up an energy where somebody told you, oh, this is not working, or they said something stupid that made you stop what you actually initially wanted to do. For example, you wanted to go to an audition, a casting, just an example, and you were very like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I feel like I want to do that, my heart tells me to go there. And then this person's like, oh yeah, but they only choose 2 people out of 100. They didn't say don't go there, but the way that they said it, oh, they only choose 2 people out of 100, with a condescending tone, was the signal of don't do it, it's not gonna work out for you anyway. So they stopped you from going to that audition, but you were supposed to go there. Does that make sense? So something about where people stopped you, or a certain belief system, or a certain person with their belief, with their what they practice, they somehow said don't do it, or don't go there, or it's not worth it. Somebody stopped you, or somebody planted a seed of doubt here for you. And Spirit wants you to know you will see for yourself if you stay disciplined, and if you stay ambitious, and if you are consistent, that what you initially felt was the truth is the truth, okay? Does that make sense? So there's something about discipline, taking responsibility, or staying ambitious, even in a difficult energy, okay? This could even be like where you stop trying to manifest, like you visualize for 3 days and you stop visualizing because you don't see anything. Your spirit guides want you to know this is not about like how fast it is coming, it's about discipline. It's about that you do this for like 1 month or 2 months, or that you put out enough energy, enough prayers, enough like writing down things into existence for a longer period of time. I'm hearing you don't even know the power of it because you didn't let it simmer. It's kind of like when you put vegetables in a pot and then you take them off the pot before they're even like, and then you eat them and they're not fully cooked. So you say these vegetables don't taste good, but they don't taste good because you didn't let them fully cook. You didn't give something the chance to marinate and become great, okay? Because you stopped before the vegetables were fully cooked. That's what it feels like to me here. Okay, they want you to focus or learn to become more disciplined, or to not be so flaky, kind of like to be disciplined, to finish what you've started, or to not give up in the middle, okay? Like this energy of like that you gave your 100% before you give up. Kind of like if you tell yourself I'm going to do this for 10 days and you only do it for 5 days and then you say it's not working, how do you know it would have not showed you something happening after 10 days? Okay, there's something going on here. They want you to focus on self-control, ambition, discipline, how you handle difficulties, and not to give up like in the middle of something here, and not to run away when things get hard. Okay, the difference between a person that wins and a person that doesn't win is that one person gives up in the middle and the other person doesn't give up in the middle. Okay, they're like, fuck it, I don't like it here, but I'm gonna walk this path until the end. Yeah, that's what it is. Walk this path until the end. Your spirit guides want you to walk some type of path until the end. Okay. Like do it. Yeah, I'm definitely hearing like a whole month. Okay, something about 2 weeks, a whole month, or 2 months is something that I'm picking up. 10 weeks as well. I'm also hearing the time to act is now is also connected for you to fully embrace like a new structure in your day, or a new structure in your life, where maybe you change something that you do on a Saturday morning. Saturday morning, I go out and sun gaze, okay? Where you build a new structure, or you build a new life or a new reality. But the way your new life and your reality begins is that your days start off differently, or your weekends look differently, where it's kind of like it's time for you to embrace this new energy that you feel inside of your body and your spirit, because you have been feeling that certain things don't work for you anymore, or they don't feel good anymore for you to do. And then other things, you have been more drawn to them, okay? So you have been more drawn to certain things and more detached from other things. And Spirit wants you to explore what you have been more drawn to and make it a new foundation, a new structure in your life, like a new structure. It's time for you to create a new structure, a new time schedule for you. Even if it's just 5 minutes difference, it's still a difference here, okay? This feels very spiritual. This feels like a very spiritual energy where you challenge people with the way that you walk upon planet Earth, which is the reason why you might have gone through certain challenges recently, but it's only here so that you become a testimony for people, okay? Because they're probably going to go through the same thing as you. It's like a whole cycle here, okay? Okay, my beautiful pile number 1, that's all I have for you guys. I hope this helped you. I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my lovely pile number 2. So you chose this beautiful red carnelian crystal. Okay, we're going to look at what you need to hear right now in this very moment, okay? I'm going to lay out your cards. If you didn't watch the intro, I'm a little bit congested. I'm a little bit like under the weather. I have somewhat of a cold, but it's like not 100%. But I feel well enough to do a reading or sit in front of camera. I'm just maybe a little bit more mellow, okay? So give me a moment here, guys. What is going on for you? Okay. Pile number 2. Your energy is somewhat similar to pile number 1, so I would not be surprised if you have been maybe thinking about watching more than one pile, or if you have been drawn to pile number 1. It does feel somewhat connected, okay? Not all the way, but let's see what's going on here. So we have the angel of procrastination. So your spirit guides want you to talk about something that you are procrastinating to do. Okay, don't worry, guys. We're going to talk through it. And we have the angel of the night sky here. Okay. We also have the family room here. And in the guidebook, it says that the family room usually announces that something is happening very soon. And the guidebook said, I think between 24 hours and 4 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So what I'm picking up here is what your spirit guides want you to hear right now is they don't want you to stop before you get to the finish line, okay? So what you have been asking for or asking about is actually coming to you very soon, but usually when we walk a long path, the need to give up is probably the most intense right before we get to the finish line, right? It's kind of like when you are on a treadmill and you are like 3 minutes before you hit your goal and stuff like that. That's usually like the last 3 minutes that are very challenging because you want to give up, you want to take a break, but you also want to get to your finish line and you finish your goal and stuff like that, okay? So let me see, the family room, just to make sure that I'm telling you the right thing. And it also talks about something that is near you. So the family room talks about something is close to you, okay? But because you perceive something as it is delayed, or I'm also hearing the procrastination could even be that you feel like the universe has been procrastinating to bring something to you or to show you results, could be the reason why you feel frustrated. I feel an energy where for some of you guys, you feel frustrated or you feel frustrated. Oh, that's so funny because I talked about that in the intro. And now it makes sense. I talked about divine timing. And I know it can be like, shut the hell up with the whole divine timing. Okay, but this is what I'm picking up here. As if you feel frustrated again, where you're like, how long do I have to do this? How long do I have to hold on? How long do I have to be consistent? Or how long do I have to wait? Or something along those lines. Okay, and I'm hearing this is a test of your endurance. It's kind of like in a gym. Just see it as if you are in a gym, okay? And you want to do 20 minutes on a treadmill, and it's like you still have some energy left, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna push for 22 minutes, you know. Something about your spirit guides want you to continue to push and channel your frustration somewhat differently, that this frustration or this delay, as you perceive it, is pushing you even more to kind of like when the universe says, for example, or you hear in different readings, or if you take care of your health, then something is coming to you, or your health has to be on an optimal level, or when you focus on your health, you're going to manifest something, or something along those lines. Or I don't know, before you get this job, work on your confidence, or something along those lines, right? And you feel like I've already put enough effort into that, and your spirit guides want you to know, they want you to go the extra mile. It's kind of like, okay, if you withhold my blessing for me, I'm gonna show you even more that I'm deserving of it. Not that you have to show the universe that you are deserving of it, but instead of being frustrated, they actually want you to get pushed, or to get kind of like when you get frustrated. For example, for me, usually when it happened to me a lot of times where I'm hearing that you use this frustration as motivation, you know. It's kind of like when somebody calls you dumb, but because they call you dumb, you run to the library and get even more books, or you start to read, okay, just to be petty. But this pettiness and this stubbornness is actually working in your favor, because them calling you dumb is pushing you to go to the library and read a book. And maybe if they didn't say that stupid comment, they would have not pushed you to become a better person. Does that make sense? That's how your spirit guides want you to work with your frustration, because your frustration is not inherently bad. It's just the way you use your frustration. If somebody says, I don't know, like, I don't like your socks, then you're gonna start a company that makes these socks. Kind of like, because for example, for me, somebody told me, they were saying to me, mind your business, you know, in a very condescending way. And the funny part is I have my own business now. It's kind of like, fuck you being so mean to me, okay? Or fuck this, you know, when somebody says, you know, like, you eat very unhealthy, and you're like, okay, challenge accepted. I'm picking up an energy of challenge accepted, okay? Show yourself how strong you are, okay? And feeling tired is not telling you to give up. It's telling you to take a break and try again and do again. Your spirit guides basically want you to know that you're stronger than you think, okay? And that whatever frustration you're feeling right now, your spirit guides want you to channel it in a way where it benefits you or it pushes you, okay? Kind of like, I'm picking up an energy of like healthy competition, where you see somebody doing great and you're like, okay, so this person's doing great. You know what? I can do the same thing, okay? Even if it takes me 1 month more than this person, or 3 months more, but you know, I see them as healthy competition, because competition is not only bad, it can be super duper healthy. Because I heard in like different interviews where people said sometimes they see another person doing great, or writing a great song, and they feel so inspired, like, oh man, this person really did something good here. I want to do something, you know, just as good, you know. And again, it's not like competition where you have to undermine their success in order to feel good. You more so get pushed by their energy. It's kind of like, I'm accepting the challenge, okay? it's kind of like where you don't see yourself as a little mouse, but you see yourself as a lion. Of course I can do that. Of course I can learn that. Of course it might take me a little bit of time, but if you give me enough time, I'm going to learn it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to achieve it. I'm going to succeed. Okay. Kind of like to persevere. And also something about like, don't let your frustration rule you. It's kind of like, okay, I feel frustrated right now, but it's like to overcome one's weaker self. It's kind of like, I feel frustrated, but I don't let my frustration win. I'm going to win, okay? Or my focus on my goal is gonna bring me where I want to be. I'm not gonna let frustration win over me. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a nap. I don't know, like I'm going to sit here and eat my favorite ice cream to calm down my frustration, and then I'm going to get back to business. Okay, something about where they want you to find a way to trick your own frustration or to trick your own kind of like procrastination in a way where you somehow find a way to manipulate your mind to work for you, or to take something negative and make it positive, to take lemons and make lemonade out of it, okay? There's something about a person who sees an opportunity and a challenge is always going to end up winning somehow, some way, or is always going to end up where they want to end up. Okay, to somehow slightly change the way you look at challenges or negative emotions, or the way you process negative emotions. Again, you can be mad, you can scream, you can throw a temper tantrum for 1 or 2 days, but then look a little bit deeper into it. Okay, how can I use this frustration that I feel right now, or what is it really teaching me? What is it really trying to tell me? Okay, so again, I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is a how do you say that, a case of wanting to give up right before the miracle is happening. Okay, because if you're fucking frustrated with waiting or whatever, for others of you, we also have the golden phoenix here, and it says something you thought finished bursts back into your life. I said the same thing as in pile number 1, but I'm hearing finish what you've started. For some of you guys, you started something, or you wanted to start something, but then you stopped yourself. But I'm picking up, this is an energy where you stopped yourself. Like, this is an energy where somebody is doing like a 30-day challenge and they stop their challenge on day 21. And it's like, why did you stop if you're already almost there? Like, why did you stop, just a few days before you completed your challenge? This is what I'm picking up here. Okay, something about finish what you've started, because there's an energy where you're not even at the beginning anymore. I'm picking up you're closer to the end than the beginning. Or you might feel like you are in the middle of nowhere on your journey of manifesting, in the middle of nowhere when it comes to, like, I don't know, where you feel like you are in, you don't see that you're already there. That's what it feels like to me here. Where you want to drive back home because you feel like you're lost where you're at, but if you just do one turn to the left or to the right, then you're at your final destination. That's what it feels like to me here. Okay. Yeah, you're almost there. What your spirit guides want you to know is you're almost there, and they don't want you to give up here. Okay. Oh, by the way, I wanted to check the family room here. So for some of you guys, what you need to know right now is that something might be manifesting for you, or you are achieving some type of goal or success, or you're gonna be victorious here. How do you say that? Yeah, it says traditionally it means anywhere from 24 hours to 4 weeks. So your spirit guides want you to know between 24 hours and 4 weeks, you're somehow succeeding at something, and they don't want you to give up here. Okay, so by the time that you're watching this, we are at the end of March. So it could be like where April and May are going to be the months where there's a lot of action taking place here. Okay, for others of you, there could be an energy where your spirit guides want you to know that you have been avoiding something, like you have been avoiding to sit down, or you have been avoiding to journal, or you have been avoiding to process your emotions, you have been avoiding to read this book or read this message, or something about where you have been avoiding something and your spirit guides want you to know, we understand that you're scared of it, but it's something that you're only going to come out stronger once you face that energy here. Okay, for others of you, you have been trying to distract yourself from something. It's kind of like an energy where somebody doesn't feel comfortable sitting still in a room, so they're always here and there and here and there, which there's nothing wrong. There's a reason for every season, but where somebody here was, you know that you need to sit down and process what has been happening or how you feel, or that you need to write down what you're feeling, because you know it makes you feel good, but it also makes you feel uncomfortable, and then it makes you feel good. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like, because it makes you feel uncomfortable, you don't want to do it, but you also know it makes you feel good. So there's something going on where your spirit guides want you to know, kind of like, be a big girl, okay, be a big boy, okay, and just push through the uncomfortable energy here, because you know it's gonna be good for you, and you're only becoming like a bigger person, and what is uncomfortable in the beginning can become comfortable very soon. It's kind of like people are creatures of habits. Like something that is very uncomfortable, you usually get used to it within, you know, like a few days. I'm also hearing it takes 90 days to create a new habit, right? That's what I'm picking up. If some of you guys, the spirit guides want you to get back to something that you stopped. Okay, let me see what that is about here. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Nine of Pentacles. This could have something to do with, yeah, that's what it is. I keep hearing it. Your message is very, very short and simple, and I'm sorry if it's like a shorter reading, but if I look at this card here, in this card you can see in the Tower there is a hand and a bird, and you are here also with a hand and a bird. And it's like you're almost there. Your spirit guides want you to know you're almost there. Don't give up now. 9 is also one step before completion, or one step before something manifests or materializes. They could be, oh man, there's a full moon that is significant here. Something could be manifesting around the next full moon. I don't even know when the next full moon is. Hold on, guys. Let's see what that is about. Full moon. The next full moon. The next full moon is on the 6th of April, which is, yeah, about 2 weeks away from now. And we also have, I'm also seeing the number 1111 here. This could be significant for you guys, the number 1111. Okay, so there could be something manifesting around the next full moon, or something about within 24 hours and 4 weeks. And again, your spirit guides don't want you to give up. They just want you to push through right now, okay, and to not stop before you're at the finish line here. Now, another thing that I want to tell you guys is we have Angel of the Night Sky. It's almost this energy of like where your spirit guides are saying the night can seem very, very long, right? If you don't feel good, or if you are, I don't know, if you don't feel good or you cannot sleep, the night time can feel like an eternity, but the sun will always come out. So there's something about, maybe something has been feeling like an eternity to you, but again, your spirit guides want you to know something is manifesting, or something is happening, some type of change, some type of like victory, some type of like happy news are coming to you, okay? Or you are arriving somewhere, okay, mentally, physically, emotionally, within the next 4 weeks. Now, what I actually wanted to say is the Angel of the Night Sky. When I was looking at this card, I was like, interesting. And then I felt drawn to get these cards. Okay, now, if you look at these cards here, hold on. It looks very similar. Like, it looks very similar with the moon and with the angel here. And here it's a fairy, and she's looking up, and here she's looking up as well, okay? And these are cards that talk about manifesting, okay? Or they talk about what you can do in order to manifest something, which I actually wanted to do a separate video on that, but I didn't. They told me to do this reading, but let's see what's going on here. What do you want pile number 2 to hear right now? What is going on? Am I going to take them? Yeah, okay. Okay, let's see. We have here consultant expert. More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area. So for some of you guys, your spirit guides want you to consult an expert here or get some additional help when it comes to something that you want to achieve. Okay, I'm also hearing something about like if you feel the lack of motivation. This doesn't even have to be that you have to pay a consultant or pay, you know, a teacher to teach you something. I'm being brought to like somebody who feels the lack of motivation. So they start to listen to some type of motivational podcast in the morning that just boosts them or gives them the boost. It's kind of like you also use, I'm also hearing performance enhancers because I'm being brought to bodybuilders. Just an example. This is just the way my spirit guides communicate to me. But you know, like bodybuilders, in order to enhance their muscles, they use performance enhancers. I'm being brought to kind of like, you know, like when people drink coffee to be energized, or green tea, kind of like where your spirit guides want you to find something that is boosting you at the finish line or before the finish line. Kind of like I feel a lack of, there's this energy of like I feel a lack of motivation now that maybe I didn't feel 5 months ago, but that means I need to find a different source of motivation for the last 4 weeks or for the last 2 weeks or something, where you maybe need a little extra help. Kind of like, okay, I feel very sluggish in the morning, so maybe let me incorporate like a smoothie that is gonna bring vitamins to my body. Something about where you need an enhancer, or where your spirit guides are telling you, you know, when you feel frustrated and you feel like your endurance is running out, to somehow find something that is going to help you to push through. Okay, I don't know what exactly that would be. I'm also hearing you can get creative with it, but something about like where you need a little extra boost for the next couple of weeks, so that you don't give up, or that you persevere, or that you keep calm in a situation that might be tricky. Yeah, that's what they want you to know. Sorry, I cannot properly breathe because I feel congested. I'm also hearing for some of you guys, it could be literally that your spirit guides want you to consult an expert, or they want you to listen to somebody that maybe has had the same problem as you, and that you get advice from them. Kind of like, what do I do when I don't feel motivated? So you research on YouTube, and then you find somebody, you resonate with them, and then you take on their tips and tricks. Okay, something that I'm picking up here, consult an expert. Okay, contact someone with expertise in this area. More information is needed for others of you, because for others of you, your spirit guides want you to know that before you make this big change in your life, or this big jump, or before this big major life change is happening, there's still some information that you need, or still something that your spirit guides want you to work through and process emotionally, if that makes sense. Okay, but again, I feel like something is coming to an end. Most definitely something is coming to an end within the next 4 weeks. Okay, I'm actually going to look at what it might be. Wow. Okay, think of a question right now, pile number 2. We have the card here, yes. Wow, your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. God damn it, let me tell you, these spirit guides are coming through like crazy. And then we have morning affirmations. It's funny that I talked about in the morning, because we have the morning affirmation here. It says, say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. Look at that. So the gates of manifestation are opening within the next 4 weeks. And again, there's something that they want you to do in the morning, or something that they want you to do to not give up with your, like, I'm also hearing the final straw. Wow, isn't it? There is a quote that says the final straw breaks the camel's back. Isn't it? Look at that. We have the camel here. Oh my god. Hold on, guys. Now I have to research that. Because I'm like a huge fan of quotes and expressions and stuff like that. But what the fuck? Hold on. Okay. The final straw breaks the camel's back. The last in a series of bad things that happen to make someone very upset and angry, you see. So you feel a little bit frustrated with something that is going on, but your spirit guides are telling you don't let frustration like rule you, or you know, be stronger than your ambition. Okay, this is so funny that this came out. And then we have dream big, let go of small thoughts about yourself, see yourself succeeding. So your spirit guides want you to know you will be succeeding. It just takes a little bit longer. Okay, again, within the next 4 weeks. And I'm also hearing you're going to learn a lot about yourself within the next 4 weeks. That is very important for you to I'm also hearing something about like what you're going to learn about yourself within the next 4 weeks is crucial for you. It's going to be the foundation for the next chapter in your life. It's kind of like, I used to see myself like that, but now I see myself like that. I used to see the world like this, but now I see the world like that. And it's almost this energy where the next 4 weeks are really going to shape you into the man or the woman that you will be. But I'm also hearing, I don't know what in the world this means, but I'm also hearing it's also going to shape you into the mother or the father that you will be in the future for your children. God damn it. Wow. Let me see, what is the procrastination about? What is the procrastination about here? What is the procrastination about here? Yeah. An idea that you don't act upon. Or an idea that you start, or it's kind of like an energy where somebody only puts one foot into the water and not both feet. That's what it feels like to me here. And your spirit guides want you to know it's time for you to put both feet into the water here. Okay, no more playing small, no more just dreaming, no more just imagining what could and could not happen. They want you to experience it in front of your eyes, with your own hands, with your own eyes, okay? And to not stop, okay? They want you to execute an idea here. One more. What is the angel of procrastination about? Yeah, look at that. It's like your intuition has been telling you something and you thought, oh, this is just a silly idea, or it's something about where your intuition is going to be proven to be right if you listen to it. It's like your spirit guides are telling you, you will see that your intuition was right. Yeah, look at that. It also says your intuition is correct. Yeah. So there could be an energy where you're doubting your intuition. Okay, and because you're doubting your intuition is the reason why you want to stop, or is the reason why you don't even want to start in the first place, or why you want to give up. But your intuition has been telling you that something is coming your way, and your intuition has also been telling you that it's not quite time yet. Your intuition has been telling you it's not, like the stars are not fully aligning. I can feel that they're coming together, but they're not fully aligning. Look at that. We have the Lovers card here. When I say the star is fully aligning. Okay, it's kind of like when the time for a certain flower to blossom and bloom is in a certain season. Does that make sense? Let me see. What is the World card here about? What is coming to an end for pile number 2? What is coming to an end for pile number 2? Wow. The end of worry. The end of doubt. I love that. And we have 9 here again, which is completion. And then the Temperance card here. What is coming to an end? The end of doubt and worry is what I'm picking up here. What is coming to an end? Wow, the end of... Wow, man. The end of seeing yourself smaller than you are, or the end of you not realizing how powerful you are. Because you're going to see how powerful you are with everything that is about to happen here. 10 of Cups, look at that. There's something coming your way here, look at it. I'm hearing, it feels like a gift from God. It feels like magic. Yeah, it feels like magic. It feels like magic, to be honest with you. Let me see. What is happening within the next 4 weeks for pile number 2? What is happening within the next 4 weeks? Wow. The stagnant energy is coming to an end. No more waiting. What is happening within the next 4 weeks here for pile number 2? Look at that. Oh, there's a wish manifesting. I don't know what's going on here with you guys, but there's a wish manifesting. Okay. There is a wish manifesting. Something is coming your way, but it feels like, to me, it feels like something is flying to you or coming your way. Okay. Something is manifesting here for you guys. We also have the card here, boat. It says money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. So somehow you're gonna have like a huge moment of, I feel like a winner, I am a winner. You know, I conquered my frustration, I conquered my doubt, I conquered my disbelief. Okay, and I just pushed through until the end, and here I am in all my glory. Okay, let me see. What is happening within the next 4 weeks for pile number 2? What's going on here? What is happening here? Look at that. We have Aries. I think we're going into Aries season right now, right? We have active. Look at that. There's something. It says active. It says self-starting. So something is starting within the next 4 weeks. It's going to be different for all of you, but I feel like for a lot of you guys, you start to live the life of your dreams, or some type of wishes manifesting within the next 4 weeks. Okay, we also have Scorpio, like powerhouse. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, it says active, self-starting. So pile number 2, for me, this feels like whatever you are thinking about. Okay, we have the 12th house, you surrender. Okay. You are somehow reaching a big goal of yours. Okay, your spirit guides are not 100% telling me what it is. Maybe let me get one more card here from those. Somehow you're reaching a major, I'm hearing you're reaching a milestone here within the next 4 weeks. Okay, it doesn't have to be exactly 4 weeks. It could be 1 week from now. It could be 2 weeks from now. Okay. In the powerhouse card, you see, it's kind of like we have the fire starter, the powerhouse. There's some like huge energy, some type of magic unfolding, manifestation unfolding here. Okay. Look at that. Your life is about to become intense. It says transformation, intense, passionate, secretive. Okay. So there's something about your life is about to get really, really intense here for some reason. I don't know. It's kind of like you press the button and I'm being brought to like somebody pressing a button or somebody like lighting a rocket. I think you call it rocket. And the rocket is not doing anything. So you feel like, oh, the rocket is like dysfunctional. It doesn't work because it's fully burned down. Like you light the rocket and it the string is fully burned and it's like, oh, the rocket is not doing anything. And then all of a sudden, pew, it goes up, you know, and it's like, oh my freaking God. I'm also, you know what I'm also being brought to? I'm also being brought to somebody who's like pressing a button and you feel like the button is not working, but because you press so often, now you multiplied it. Does that make sense? So I'm being brought to somebody who presses a button. You know how with computers, right? You know how with like when you press something and the device is not reacting, or you press on something for it to open a tab, but it doesn't open the tab, so you press like so often on it, and then all of a sudden like there's like so many tabs opening, like boom 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 boom, because of all the times you pressed. So I'm hearing everything is coming at once here. Okay, so for some people, I'm picking up also for some people like their manifestation comes like in little things, like little stuff comes to them. But for you it feels like Aries is very intense and Scorpio is a very intense energy. So for you it's kind of like you are the type of person where first of all there's nothing and then there's everything. So because everybody has like a different energy, so for you it feels like the way things manifest for you or the way you attract things is a dry desert and then it's a waterfall. That's what it feels like, kind of like intense. Like your spirit and your soul, the way you manifest things is it's either all or nothing, or you press on the button, nothing happens, and then every tab is opening because you pressed on everything. That's what it feels like here. Okay, so your life is about to get intense, or you're gonna celebrate you reaching some type of milestone here. Okay, what is happening within the next 4 weeks for pile number? Yeah, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's specifically connected to where you felt like nothing is happening in this area in my life, and now it's like there's a lot of speed, a lot of things happening here. Okay, everything happens at once. Let's see what is happening in the next 4 weeks for pile number 2. One last card. What is happening in the next 4 weeks? Look at that. The gates of manifestations are opening. You see, the gate is open. Somehow the gate is open for you to create something, to experience something. You're going to be ready to experience something that you've always wanted to experience. You have been thinking about it going when you were laying in bed. Okay. You have been wishing for it for quite some time. It's like a wish that comes from your heart, you know. One last card. What is happening in the next 4 weeks? Look at that. This is so funny. It's kind of like you wanted one cocktail. It's kind of like you order one cocktail. I literally, I don't know why Spirit is showing me this, but you're ordering a cocktail. Could also be an alcohol-free one. You're ordering a cocktail and you're like, when is my cocktail coming? Okay, I'm going to order another one. I think I think the bartender forgot my cocktail. So you order another one and another one and another one because you feel like your order didn't go through. That's what it feels like. Some people place like multiple orders because they feel like the first order didn't go through because the order confirmation somehow went into the spam folder because they don't get an order confirmation. They feel like the order didn't go through, but all the order confirmations are in the spam folder, and then you end up with like 7 packages, 7 cocktails or something along those lines because you didn't notice that I'm also hearing you're already doing it, you're already manifesting it. Okay, this is so freaking funny because if you think about it, you know, thoughts and feelings and vibrations and energy can travel very fast because it doesn't have mass, it doesn't have weight per se. So my words can travel very fast, right? I can think something and then say it out loud. You know, I can say, I'm manifesting a car. So I'm saying it right now in this very moment because my words, they are not holding so much weight. But the car has a lot of mass, it has a lot of weight. So just because I press the button and I say I'm manifesting a car and it takes some time, the reason why it takes some time is because your thoughts and your words are faster than the material world. Okay, it's not that easy to carry a car, is it? So because like your mind and your thoughts are faster than, you know, the material world, okay? Because the material world is dense, which is the reason why it takes some time for things to manifest because it's heavier, it's more dense. It's kind of like when you can run or walk faster with a lightweight bag, and then when a heavy bag takes longer to be delivered and to be delivered. It doesn't mean that your order didn't go through. It just means that words and thoughts are lightweight. They are energy. That energy is faster than the material world. Okay, because that's more like an energetic world. Thoughts and words are energetically. And before it materializes again, it's not that it cannot happen as fast as you think and as fast as you speak, because the vibration of, or like the mass, okay, when we go into physics, the mass of your thoughts and your words is way lighter than this heavy thing that you are manifesting, heavy in mass, okay? That's what it feels like to me here. So you're gonna have some type of, you're gonna receive clarity about your future, about your purpose within the next 4 weeks. And with the 7 of Cups, you're also gonna have some type of like option, or I feel like you're gonna celebrate something here. You're gonna celebrate your success. But I'm also picking up like you can pick and choose, or there's doors opening for you within the next 4 weeks that you didn't know were possible. It's kind of like you want a new job, but then it's like you want a new job, so you get the new job, but then they also offer to you that you can actually work abroad and work in a different city. You've never considered that. You were asking for a new job, and then all of a sudden you get this offer, like you can go here, you can go there, like you can also work in a different city for us, because we have companies in different cities. And it's like, whoa, where did all these options come from? I just wanted a job. Does that make sense? That's what it feels like to me here. Okay, another thing that I'm picking up here is, for some of you guys, the spirit guides are also saying the problem that you are facing has the same root issue as a problem that you faced in the past. Something about there is similarities in the problem that you're facing right now and in the problem that you maybe have been facing a year ago or 2 years ago. Okay, where maybe the root issue, kind of like your spirit guides want you to go back to the root issue or the root problem of the whole situation that you're currently in, because it's like something, because it says something you thought finished burst back into your life. So it's kind of like there could be an energy where you felt like you healed from something, but there's a deeper level of healing that your spirit guides want you to experience. Now it's kind of like, I already healed my confidence, I'm already over that person, but then you realize that there's a even deeper level of confidence and even deeper level of healing, and they want you to explore kind of like a deeper level of something or a deeper understanding of something, so that you finally and completely beat procrastination, or that you finally and completely let go of something. Okay, so this could just be testing your kind of like where you thought you already healed something, or you thought you already were over something, and it somehow comes back into your life in the form of like a negative thought or something along those lines. And your spirit guides are telling you this is the last time, like kick it in the butt, kick this thought in the butt, or kick it in the butt now. Okay, now it's time for you to finish it, like, or finish it up, or like, I don't know how to explain it, but I think you guys know what I mean. Kind of like the next 4 weeks is for you to finish something, okay? To finish something, or to completely heal, like not only completely, but you know what I mean, to do your best, or to get rid of residue. It's kind of like, I thought I already cleaned the table, but there's still like some stuff there that you overlooked. So they're telling you the next 4 weeks is for you to go over the things that you overlooked, and you clean it, okay? And then the table's completely clean. Okay, that's what it feels like to me here. Okay, my beautiful pile number 1. Okay, my beautiful pile number 2. That's all I have for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my lovely pile number 3. So you chose this beautiful crystal here. Okay, so we're gonna look at what you need to hear right now. If I'm a little bit more mellow, it is because I'm somewhat congested. I kind of have a cold. It's not a bad one, like I feel that bad that I want to lay in bed. Okay, so I do want to film, but I might be a little bit slower in explaining or talking or something along those lines, just to let you guys know. But we're gonna look at what you need to hear right now in this very moment. Okay, there's divine timing at hand, meaning that you're meant to hear this right now in this very moment. Okay, so let's see what's going on here with you guys. I feel like some of you guys, you could also have a cold here. Okay, for some of you guys, you could have a cold, or you could feel a little bit like under the weather. For some of you guys, the spirit guides want you to know that you should focus a little bit more on your immune system. There could be an energy, picking up an energy where your body has been telling you that it needs a break, or where your body has been telling you that you need to eat more fruit or more vegetables or something along those lines, or change something about your diet, or something about your health. Okay, something about where your health is somehow suffering with all the circumstances that you're currently going through. You could be overworking yourself, or you could be just feeling like I don't have time for self-care. I don't have time to take a break because I need to succeed. I need to work on stuff. I need to get my shit together. And your spirit guides want you to know, in order to thrive and shine and succeed, you need good health. So health should be a priority, like on your priority list, as well as like adequate sleep, and just focusing on your health is all, like, it's all linked and connected together. Because if you are healthy, your mind is healthy, or if you feel powerful, you're also gonna feel powerful mentally. If you feel energized, you're also gonna be more inspired or get more done throughout the day. So it's all connected. Your spirit guides definitely want you to focus more on your health. Okay, they want you to focus more on your health here. Okay, or to really strengthen your immune system, because you're gonna need it, is what I'm hearing. Something about where you need a really good self-care day, or where your spirit guides want you to, because I'm picking up an energy where somebody here is watching me and you see self-care as you can only have a self-care day when you achieved something, or you can only take a break when you achieved something, or when you got something done, or when you completely cross off everything off your to-do list. But they're saying it's the other way around. They're saying because you took a break, you're crossing everything off of your to-do list. Does that make sense? So you're thinking, I have to cross everything off of my to-do list so that I can allow myself to take a break and to have a self-care day. And your spirit guides are saying, because you take a self-care day and because you take a break is the reason why you have enough energy to cross everything off of your to-do list. So it's the other way around. They want you to somehow change your priorities a little bit, especially when it comes to health. Kind of like when you put health at your top priority, you're gonna see that this is so funny. I actually like that they're saying that right now, because it's very, like, I don't know, like sometimes I'm like, like I'm a tarot reader, but for me it's funny because if I sit in front of the camera, I'm channeling, so most of the time I don't know what comes out. But this was so clear to me, and I never heard it so clear. That is interesting, because a lot of people think I need to get my to-do list done and then I can take a break. Okay, but it's the other way around. If you take a really good break, you come back, recharge, and you can cross off everything off your to-do list like in beast mode. That's what it feels like here. They might also want you to find a balance between being super duper ambitious and being sluggish, kind of like where you have days where you give 100% and other days where you don't have nothing to give, and they maybe want you to find a better balance between, today is a day where I'm going to give my all, I'm going to burn the candle on two ends, and the next day I'm going to take a break, where you maybe need a little bit more of a balance between beast mode and go-getter and calming down and taking a break. But they definitely want you to change your view about what is necessary, because I'm picking up like somebody saying self-care is not necessary, or I don't allow myself to buy myself something or to take a day off if I didn't finish everything. But it's like a cycle here. It's like because you don't allow yourself to take a break is the reason why you become sluggish and you don't achieve everything that you want to achieve, because you didn't start with a full battery. That's what it feels like. So then you're in the cycle of putting yourself down because you didn't achieve everything. But you didn't achieve everything to begin with. I don't know what this exactly means. Kind of like where you maybe want to get more done, or you want to achieve a big goal of yours here, or you want to start something or have a better time schedule, better time management here. Okay. or where you want your life to be more balanced or your finances to be more balanced. But again, they're saying health comes before wealth. So a good self-care day, a good break is what you do in order to start the next day with 100%, like with a full battery, so that you then can cross off everything off of your to-do list here. Okay, for others of you, we have the card here, clouds. It says temporary problems. So first of all, your spirit guides want you to know whatever you're going through right now is temporary, okay? So it's not like your life is always going to be like that. You're always going to deal with this issue, this bullshit, is what I'm hearing. Because we literally next to that, we have successful outcome to your problems. Okay, so there's an energy here, and especially I'm picking up here, guys, you know what I'm picking up here? I'm picking up an energy of I'm not gonna rest until I find the solution. Like, I'm not gonna take a rest until I know what to do. I'm not gonna take a rest until I until I achieved something. I'm not gonna take a rest until I find the solution to my problem. So this is an energy where somebody, you know, like you sit on a desk and you wanna solve a riddle, and you tell yourself, your spirit guides are here, you tell yourself, I'm not gonna eat, I'm not gonna drink, I'm just gonna sit here and solve this riddle. I'm not gonna eat, I'm not gonna drink, I want to solve this riddle right here, right now. So you're strict with yourself, which is awesome. Being strict with yourself and having self-control, having discipline is very, very important, and it's beautiful. Okay, but in this case, just in this case, in other cases, this is exactly what you're supposed to do. But in this case, right now, that you're in right now, it almost feels like because you sit there and you don't allow yourself a self-care day, you don't allow yourself a meal, you don't allow yourself a nice day, is the reason why the answer is not coming to you, because you're too, like this, how can I explain that? It's kind of like where somebody has something on the tip of their tongue, or you feel like you need to get this done right now, but your spirit guides want you to know, it's like when you have a word on the tip of your tongue, you remember it, but you also don't, and you sit there and you want to remember it, it doesn't work. And your spirit guides are saying the answers to your questions usually come to you when you take a self-care day. So they want you to be aware of when in doubt, that's funny, I'm hearing when in doubt, or when you feel conflicted, or when you feel like you don't know in which direction to go. This is always telling you that it is time for a self-care day. Every time you feel like, because I feel like you are a very ambitious person, to be honest with you guys. We also have the card here, you are on the right path regarding some aspects in your life. So your spirit guides definitely want you to know you usually know what to do. You usually, like when you watch tarot readings, they usually just confirm that what you've already known. You have probably a very strong intuition, a very strong instinct, okay? So you usually know what to do is what I'm picking up here. And even if you don't trust yourself that what you think is right, you usually are spot on with, like, I think I should be doing this, I think I should be doing that. So they're telling you that you are on the right track, okay? But you could feel like there's certain things that you are, because we have the card here, deep dark sea mermaid. It says find solutions in the unknown places and darkness. So you could feel like, and again, you could feel like your life is going great, or you know what you need to know, or you're doing what you're meant to do. Like you do feel like you're going in the right direction, or things are starting to balance themselves out. Again, your spirit guides are confirming to you you are on the right track in some aspects in your life, but on the contrary, there could be an energy where your spirit guides want you to try a new approach when it comes to problem solving. So they're saying here that being strict with yourself, you already learned that, and now it's time for you to learn the value of taking a break, or the value of self-care and the value of health. Kind of like when somebody I'm also hearing they want you to notice the patterns. They're telling me that usually you find the answer to your question, or your mind is starting to clear up, usually when you take a break, or when you have a really good self-care day, or when you do something good for yourself. It could even be going to the gym or something along those lines. So they want you to notice the pattern, okay? So they're telling you that you need to incorporate self-care days and breaks, or like a 1 hour break throughout the day where you don't do anything but you just breathe, or you just look out of the window, or you just listen to music, because that's the hour where that's like the hour or the time frame where something about, like, that's when the answers are coming to you. I don't know how else to explain it. It's kind of like when you overwork your brain, right? When you overwork, when kind of like a device is overheating and then it turns off. That's what it feels like, a device that is overheating and then it turns off. So the device needs to cool off in order to work again. There's a lot of similarities when it comes to how we as humans work, and how technology works, and how nature works. You know, it's usually always like a mirror. Our mind works like a computer. Sometimes it gets overheated, and so we need to cool off, or it needs to cool down. You know, that's what it feels like to me here. That's what your spirit guides want you to know. We also have the card here, Angel of Success. I'm also hearing you don't need to rush to success. Your success is already set in stone, or it's already like we have the word here, success, twice. So you're on the right track, on the right path to success. So there's no need for you to rush. There's no need for you to run towards the finish line here. Okay, it's already manifesting. It's already in the works here. You have an angel with you that is helping you with your success. Okay, let me see. I just want to get a few more cards here. Give me a moment. But they're not gonna just bring success to you. It's like they're not just gonna bring success to you and you didn't learn your lesson about health. It's like where, yeah, I'm also hearing they're not gonna bring success to you when it costs your health, or when it costs your mental health, or when it costs your, with health, when you have to pay with health for something, the price is too high, is what I'm hearing. Okay, there's something about your spirit guides want you to learn something about health, or learn something about your body, or learn something about what your body is communicating to you, or how your body is communicating to you, and to work in sync with your body. You know, when your body is telling you, oh, I'm shutting down, to not force your body to do more than it can do, because your body is intelligent, right? You go to bed and you don't control your how do you say that, you don't control your breath. So there's a divine intelligence in the body. So the body is telling you, hey, this is not good for me, and it's insanity to go against, you know, your own body or your own instinct, you know. That's what it feels like. That's where a lot of disease and disharmony comes from, when we are not in sync with what our body is telling us, or with what the universe and our spirit guides are telling us here. That's a big issue that we actually have. Like when we look globally at the whole world, a lot of problems come from going against nature, going against natural things, going against the body, right? That's where a lot of disease is happening. So they want you to come in harmony with your body, to come in harmony with what your body is telling you, because you might want to push yourself to go further and further and further at the detriment of your health, and they're not gonna they're not gonna let that happen here. Okay, let's see. What do you want pile number 3 to hear right now? What's your pile number 3 here right now? 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, they want you to give to yourself. You could be somebody you give a lot to other people. Okay. They want you to give to yourself, or to take care of yourself a little bit better here. Okay, because I'm picking up somebody who gets super duper ambitious, that they don't eat and don't drink and don't sleep, or something along those lines. Or that you feel like you have to sacrifice your health or your well-being in order to be successful. Absolutely not. Quite the opposite here, okay? Let's see what's going on for pile number 3. What's up? What's going on here? Can you clarify the 7 of Swords in reverse? We have the, yeah, okay. They want you to slow down, guys. Okay. They want you to slow down. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm hearing don't rush the process and don't rush to the finish line here. There's no need for you to rush to the finish line is what I'm picking up here. I'm being brought to a movie called Momo and the Gray Man, I think you call that movie. Maybe you want to watch it. Oh yes, absolutely, you might want to watch it, because I don't want to go into like the whole movie, because I think my voice is about, you see, look at that, we have health here, and my voice is about like my voice is telling me it's time for me to stop talking, so I take my own advice, you know. But your spirit guides might want you to watch the movie Momo and the Gray Man, because it's gonna bring a lot of clarity to you. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. It's a reflection of what is happening upon planet Earth right now, with this whole hustle and bustle and this whole working yourself to death and stuff like that. So for some of you guys, if you feel drawn to it, I'm gonna put a link down in the description box for you to watch that movie. It's an amazing movie. For others of you, what your spirit guides want you to know is, if you rush the process, you're gonna make unnecessary mistakes, kind of like when you fill in a document and you do it fast, and then you overlook half of the stuff that you needed to, you know, write down. That's what it feels like here. When you slow down, you see the details, you see what has to be done. Okay, kind of like to keep calm, keep cool, don't lose your nerves. Okay, when you're calm and cool and collected and you have nerves made out of steel, you can overcome any challenge here. Okay, there's something else that I wanted to say, but it's not coming to me anymore. Let me think about it. Yeah, the movie Momo and the Gray Man. Oh yeah, okay, so there was a scene in this movie where that is so funny, because the little girl was in a different dimension, and in this different dimension, you didn't, like, in this different dimension, in order for her to move forward, or in order for her to, you know, walk in this different dimension, she could not run. Like, some people were after her and she wanted to run away from them, but the more she was running, the slower she became, because in that dimension everything was upside down. So the slower she was walking, the faster she came to the faster she was able to move in that dimension. Okay, and then at some point she had to walk backwards, and it made her walk even faster. Something about like where your spirit guides want you to try a different approach when it comes to you achieving something, or you solving a problem, or how you handle problems. Okay, they want you to try out a different technique or a different approach to it. Okay, because you're gonna see it's way more beneficial with this new approach than how you usually do things. Okay, now let's get a few more cards for the Angel of Success here, because again, it's kind of like your success is destined here, so there's no need for you to rush. And again, not if it costs your health, it's not worth it. This is what I'm hearing. What is the Angel of Success about here? Guys, we have the number 333. This is so funny because I talked about the number. Wow, we have, oh my god, I freaking love that, because in pile number 1 we had 333, the angel number 333, and we also have the angel number 3535. You guys, you have the angel number 3131. This is bonkers. So you could be connected to pile number 1 here. There could be some connection here in case you do want to watch pile number 1. You don't have to, okay, because I know my readings are long. Okay, or maybe if you miss me, oh my god, yeah, maybe if you miss me, you can just, you know, watch the other pile on a different day. But let's see what the angel number 3131 is about. This is so freaking funny. And then I talk about how things are mirroring. us. Angel number 3131. 3131 means the positive changes you've made recently in your life will pay off. You are the creator of your life. We also have 3131 signals a wonderful time of deep healing, inner transformation, and tuning into your inner wisdom. Like the caterpillar turning into a butterfly, you're blossoming and striving forward. Even though it might not feel like it, you're making fantastic progress in all areas of your life. Let's see what else is coming through here. Okay, and here it also says somebody's name could start with an E, or somebody's name could be Ella. Okay, somebody's birthday could be in December. Let's see. Angel number 3131 can symbolize a lot of different things, but the most common meaning is that you are being guided by God, or you are following your destiny. When seeing angel number 3131, this means that you will be given an opportunity that only comes once in a lifetime. You need to be sure to use this opportunity wisely and recognize when it's time to take action and move forward with your life, you see. So it's kind of like your spirit guides want you to rest before... did I put the card here? Look at that. I did not notice that I put the card here. I feel like your spirit guides want you to rest so that you have enough energy for what is about to come to you. That's what it feels like here. Okay. But let's see. The angel of success. Can you tell me what the angel of success is about here? We have the King of Swords. Okay. I'm hearing you succeeding is just a matter of time. I don't know, this could be success in love, success in finding an apartment, success in whatever it is, okay? You have the angel of success around you. Like your spirit guide is helping you to succeed right now at something here. Okay, but not when you deplete yourself. Okay, what is the angel of success about here? What is the angel of success about here? And they're also telling me to make sure that you have a scarf on, or that to make sure that you transition smoothly from winter to spring, okay? Because you might get a cold or something along those lines. Knave of Chalices, Four of Pentacles. Okay, bottom of the deck. Let's see, what is the angel of success about here? I'm hearing you're seeing something clearly. I don't know what this means. Or your path to success is becoming clear. That's what it feels like. Yep. Your path to success is becoming clear on a self-care day. Or every time you feel like you don't know what to do, it's time for a self-care day. Or you don't know in which direction to go, it's time for a self-care day. Yeah, absolutely. Bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, every time you don't know what to do, it's time for a self-care day. That's what they want you to know. Okay, because I feel like usually you have like a really good compass, or you usually know what to do. Okay, or you can trust your intuition here. Let's see. I'm gonna get a few more of these and then I'm gonna leave you guys, because I feel like you don't need that much guidance, to be honest with you here. I don't feel like you do. Is there anything you want pile number 3 to know what's going on here? Anything you want pile number 3 to know what's going on here? For some of you guys, I'm also hearing that maybe if you feel like somebody in your family or somebody in your surroundings is not taking care of their health, your spirit guides maybe want you to tell them, or like make them aware that they should take better care of their health. Okay, it doesn't matter if they take your advice or if they don't, but at least you know you pointed it out to them. Okay, for others of you, I'm also hearing yeah, there's something about like trying something new when it comes to overcoming something, when it comes to your health, mentally, physically, emotionally. Okay, there's something about like your spirit guides want you to try something new. Okay, don't do everything the old way. It's like this is requiring for you to approach your health in a new way or from a new angle. Okay, don't know what the heck that means. We have make a wish. This is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. Okay, your spirit guides want you to know your wish has been heard. Okay, so there's no need for you to run towards it. We have father healing. Your personal power increases as you give any father related issues to heaven. Okay, this could also be concerning. I'm also hearing for some of you guys, your spirit guides want you to do a protection spell for your dad, or to manifest good health for your dad by writing it down, or something about your dad needs you right now. Or I'm also hearing that there's like a departed grandpa or dad in heaven that is taking care of you, and I'm hearing they want to say hello. Okay, they want you to know that they're kind of like your manager in spirit to help you to get to success here. For others of you, spirit guides might want you to to spend a day with your dad. Not for everybody. If you don't have a good connection with your dad, I'm not forcing you. I'm just a tarot reader, okay? Yeah, we have self-employment here. For some of you guys, you want to become self-employment, and for others of you, this is your destiny. Maybe even if you have doubted it. For some of you guys, it's your destiny to become self-employed here, or to do your own thing. Or if you are self-employed, okay, your spirit guides want you to know that you're going to succeed. There's nothing for you to worry about, okay? It says you're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities, okay? The more you focus on your health and your vitality and your mental health and everything, your business is going to thrive. It's kind of like where, just imagine as if your business, or in case you have a business or an online business, or your project, just imagine that your projects are part of your body. Let's say this is your little finger, okay? Just imagine that your little finger represents your business or your project. So you might look at your project or your business or your success is outside of you. But everything that you create and everything that you write is just an extension of you. Okay, does that make sense? So if you, for example, start to create an online business with jewelry, it is energetically, it is like you gave birth to it. Okay, so it's part of you. So energetically, your online business, it is not attached to your body, but energetically and spiritually, it is attached to your body, just like this little finger. Okay, so if you internally and your body, if you feel good in your body, it is affecting your business very naturally. It's kind of like where a child is influenced or impacted by the health of the mother. That's what it feels like to me here. So your spirit guides want you to know, like, everything that you want that is outside of yourself, okay, energetically it is part of you, okay? So it's not like this is my online business and this is me and there's a separation. It's like it is one, like it is from you. You gave birth to it. Okay, so energetically speaking, it's like it's your little bubble. Okay, so this is your little bubble of energy. So if you feel good, it impacts your business, it impacts that area. Okay, it might be on the left corner in the bubble, and your health might be on the right corner of the bubble, but it's still in the same bubble. Okay, it's still connected. There's a cord. Okay, just imagine in pregnancy, there's a cord, okay, to what you wish for. Okay, it's not as separate from you as you think it is. That is interesting. Again, I keep saying it, like I don't usually hear things so clearly. That's why I love reading cards, because it's like, wow, I did not know that. Okay, my beautiful pal number 3, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you like this reading. I hope this helped you. I'm gonna see you in my next one, and I'm gonna take my own advice that I'm gonna just chill, because my voice is like, get the fuck out of here. Okay, I love you guys. I'm gonna see you in my next one. Bye.